What's up, sports bettors? I know it's football season, but I have the three most insane baseball player props on Underdog Fantasy. Okay, so the reason we're going to be looking at Underdog Fantasy a bit more is if you notice, right, any three pick entry on PrizePicks is going to be 20 to win 100 for a power play. So 20 to win 80 in profit is just plus 400 odds. Now, what you'll notice about Underdog Fantasy is for any three picks, you're getting 20 to win 120. So it's plus 500 odds, right? So it's PrizePicks, but better, right? Underdog Fantasy for three pick entries is much better than PrizePicks, so it makes it easier to find sharp bets on PrizePicks. So I recommend signing up for Underdog Fantasy if you play these DFS player prop platforms, right? Because it's a lot easier to make money. So we've gone through the math kind of behind PrizePicks, Underdog Fantasy before, and essentially, because any three pick entry on Underdog Fantasy is plus 500 odds, 20 to win 100 in profit, so 20 to win 120 total, including your stake, but 20 to win, 100 in profit plus 500 odds. Any three pick entry, you're essentially getting minus 122 juice on each side. And the way you can kind of think about that is if you go to a parlay calculator, if you had three legs in a parlay where each leg is minus 122, your parlay will come out to plus 500 odds. So because on Underdog Fantasy, any parlay is plus 500 odds if there's three legs, the implied juice they're charging is minus 122. Now on PrizePicks, it's going to be minus 137. And again, the reason for that is, right, plus 400. Or minus 141. I apologize. It's even worse. So it's minus 141, as you can see in this sheet. Minus 141 for a three-leg power play. And you can see that will come out to roughly plus 400. So the juice on PrizePicks is double that on Underdog Fantasy for a three-pick power play, right? So essentially, as an example, if we include Tyler Freeman over half of a hit, so Tyler Freeman to record a hit in the Twins-Guardians game, in a three-pick entry, we're getting minus 122 implied odds, right? That's the implied juice we're paying on Underdog Fantasy. Minus 122, minus 122. So essentially for a three-pick entry or a five-pick entry on Underdog Fantasy, as you can see right here, the implied juice is going to be minus 122, minus 122. Right? So 44 cents in market width, which is about the same as, the sports books. Caesars has 50 cents in market width here. DraftKings has 40 cents of juice baked into their market. Underdog Fantasy has 44 cents, so kind of right in the middle. So why do we like this play at minus 122? Well, look at the sports books. Every sports book has this juiced to minus 155 to minus 170. Bet Online, a very sharp offshore sports book, is pricing this at minus 159. So if we go to a no vig fair odds calculator, what you can do is put in the market from Bet Online and remove the vig, remove the juice, right? So if we put in Bet Online's market, which is the sharpest bookmaker, which you can see right here, what you'll notice is once you remove the vig, the true odds are minus 136. On Underdog Fantasy, we're getting minus 122, which is why this bet is considered positive EV, mathematically profitable. The odds that you are getting are much better than the true odds with the vig removed from the sharp sports books, right? This is how you make money sports betting, right? This is how the sharps do it. This is how the pros do it. You look for value in mispriced odds. It's not putting your finger to the wind, watching coaching interviews, meeting coaches in person. That's all BS Vegas crap, right? The way the sharps, the people who actually make money, bet on sports full time, make money betting on sports full time, is they find value in the odds and they place bets at advantageous prices, right? And minus 122 is clearly a good bet when every sportsbook has this juiced minus 155 to minus 170, right? If you put in the market on DraftKings and remove the vig, minus 115, minus 155, plus 115, the true price is minus 131. So they're a little less bullish on the over than Bet Online, but still treating kind of each sportsbook in the market as an independent data point, it's pretty clear Tyler Freeman over half of a hit is a great pick in our underdog entry. So let's go ahead and let's add him in. This cutie. The second pick I have is Gomez. right? Same reason. Very clear value, minus 122. FanDuel pricing this at minus 210. DraftKings minus 145. Caesars minus 152. In a 3-pick entry, we're getting the implied juice of minus 122. So we definitely want to go with this. So we want to go with Gomez to record a hit. And then the final one we want to go with is we can continue to, and we can actually, we can also create this parlay on Caesars if we want to just kind of show the differences. So we have Gomez in the Marlins game and then Freeman in the Guardians game. So if we go here to MLB and we go to the Guardians game and we go to hits, this will kind of show you the value. So we have Freeman in the Guardians game. And then the second pick we wanted to go with was, what is it? Let's go back here. Is Gomez to record a hit in the Marlins game. So if we go back to Caesars and then we go down to the Marlins game, what we want to do is go to hits and we want to go to Gomez. So what you'll notice is right now, this parlay, this 2-leg parlay, comes out to plus 171 odds on Caesars, right? Now on Underdog, it comes out to plus 200, right? 20 to win 40 in profit, plus 200. Now, if we switch these both to unders, right, what you'll see is on Underdog Fantasy, your payout doesn't change because they don't change payouts depending on if you select the over or the under. But what you'll be getting on Caesars, if you switch even one of them to an under, is plus 233, right? So because the sportsbooks have it heavily juiced towards the over, it means they think these players are very likely to record a hit, right? That's all it means, is these players are very likely to record a hit. So the final pick we're going with is Luis Arias under 1.5 player bases. So if we go to Caesars, what game is this in? Is we can go back here. So this is in the Guardians Twins game as well. So we'll see if they let me take 2 picks from the same game. So if we go here and then we want to go to player bases, total bases, and then we want this, right? So it's not going to let me place this on Caesars because 2 picks are from the same game. But regardless, this is the play we are going with. Very clear value in every single one. They're all positive EV wagers, which means the bets have a mathematical edge over the sportsbook. We're getting very advantageous prices and really like these bets. Obviously, this one on Lewis is a lower profit margin. We like it less than Gomez and Tyler Freeman, but you're getting so much improvement when you're placing 3-pick power plays as opposed to 2-pick power plays on Underdog. So we definitely want to take advantage of it. So if you haven't signed up for Underdog, you can click the link below, get a $100 sign-up bonus. Throw $100 on this along with me. We're betting 100 to win 600, 500 in profit, so plus 500 odds. And that's what we're rolling with, okay? 2 picks for Twins, Guardians, and then 1 for Cubs, Marlins. Let's make money.